Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Easy with Ejaz. I'm Sumaya Kazim Malik. हिस्ट्री ऑफ कश्मीर पे जो लेक्चर सीरीज़ हमने शुरू की है, अभी हम उसमें सोर्सेज ऑफ कश्मीर हिस्ट्री पे बात कर रहे हैं। लेक्चर 1 में हमने आपको बताया कि सोर्सेज को हम 4 कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड करते हैं, दैट इज़ कंटेम्प्रेरी लिटरेचर, इंडियन हिस्टोरिकल लिटरेचर, अकाउंट्स बाय फॉरेनर्स एंड कश्मीरी लिटरेचर एंड फोकलोर। लेक्चर 1 में हमने कंटेम्प्रेरी लिटरेचर में संस्कृत सोर्सेज जैसे राजतरंगिणी, जोनराजा, श्रीवरा, प्रजाबटा, नीलमत पुराना, हराचरिता चिंतामणि, शिमेंद्र, बिल्हाना जैसे सोर्सेज पे बात की। कंटेम्प्रेरी लिटरेचर को ही कंटिन्यू करते हुए आज हम कंटेम्प्रेरी पर्शियन सोर्सेज डिस्कस करेंगे। इसी के साथ हम बाकी 3 कैटेगरीज को भी डिस्कस करेंगे। हमारी कोशिश रही है कि हम सारे सोर्सेज को इंक्लूड करें ताकि आपको कहीं और से पढ़ने की ज़रूरत ना पड़े। ऑल्सो नोट्स प्रिपेयर करने के लिए इन दोनों लेक्चर्स की PDF हमने हमारी टेलीग्राम चैनल में अवेलेबल रखी है। टेलीग्राम चैनल की लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी। सो विदाउट फर्दर अडू लेट्स बिगिन। कहा जाता है कि कश्मीर में मुस्लिम रूल शुरू होने के बाद 200 साल तक संस्कृत continued to be the language of the masses. फिर with increasing patronage bestowed on Persian language and literature by Muslim rulers, the chronicling of events in Sanskrit gradually ceased to continue. इसीलिए 15th century के बाद we have histories written in Persian by eminent Kashmiri scholars. यहाँ पे एक बात कहना ज़रूरी है कि सैयद अली की लिखी गई तारीख़ कश्मीर जो यूसुफ शाचक के टाइम पे लिखी गई, इसके अलावा जो भी हमारे पास पर्शियन सोर्सेज हैं, दे वर कंपोज्ड आफ्टर द मुगल कॉन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ कश्मीर। नाउ लेट्स नो अबाउट तारीख़ कश्मीर बाय सैयद अली। Tariq Kashmir by Sayyid Ali is a history of Kashmir from the arrival of Sayyid Ali Hamdani till 1579 AD when Yusuf Shachak assumed the throne. The author was a Baihaqi Sayyid and was related to the Shahmir family through his mother, who was the sister of Sultan Nazuk Shah. The work describes the part played by Sayyid Ali Hamdani and his son Sayyid Muhammad in spreading Islam in the valley. The work is thus valuable for the religious history of the period. It's also important for political history because it is the earliest Persian chronicle of Kashmir known to exist and is based on Qazi Ibrahim's Tarikh-i-Kashmir and other works which are now lost. Our next Persian source is Behristani-Shahi. It is a history of Kashmir from the accession of Rinchana to 1614 AD. We do not know the name of the author. The sources for Behristani-Shahi are the Sanskrit chronicles of Jonaraja and Shrivara as well as the Persian accounts of Mullah Ahmad and Qazi Ibrahim. For the later Shahmir and the Chak periods, he wrote from personal experiences and also on the basis of information that he gathered from older people. Next, हम बात करेंगे बहरुल अस्मार की। जैसे हमने पहले ही कहा था that राजतरंगिणी was translated into Persian during the reign of ज़ैनुल आबिदीन। इसको ट्रांसलेट किया था मुल्ला अहमद कश्मीरी ने और इसका नाम रखा गया था बहरुल अस्मार, लेकिन ये सोर्स हमारे पास मौजूद नहीं है और इसके बारे में हमें एक और बुक जिसका नाम मुंतखबुत तवारीख है उसी से पता चलता है। मुंतखबुत तवारीख अकबर के टाइम में मुल्ला अब्दुल कादिर बदायूनी ने लिखी। इसके अलावा बहरुल अस्मार के बारे में तारीख़ हैदर मलिक से भी पता चलता है जो हमारा नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट सोर्स है। तारीख़ हैदर मलिक वॉज रिटन बाय मलिक हैदर चाडूरा और इसको लिखने के लिए उन्होंने मुल्ला अहमद की बहरुल अस्मार का इस्तेमाल किया। तारीख़ हैदर नरेट्स द हिस्ट्री ऑफ कश्मीर फ्रॉम द अर्लीस्ट टाइम्स टिल 1617 AD. Malik Haider also served Yusuf Shachak for 24 years and accompanied him in his exile to India after the Mughal conquest of Kashmir. When Yusuf Shachak died, he entered the services of Jahangir, who bestowed upon him the titles of Chagtai and Raisul Mulk with an office in the government of Kashmir. Jahangir mentions about Haider Malik in his autobiography, Tuski Jahangiri, that I wrote to the village of Chadura, which is the native country of Haider Malik. Haider Malik, besides being a historian, was also an architect. He rebuilt the Jama Masjid of Srinagar, which had been consumed by fire, and also the Khanqa of Mir Shamsuddin Iraqi. Next, we have Indian historical sources. With the rise of Mughals, the Muslim writers of Indian history began to take interest in the chronicles of Kashmir and its people. और इंडियन हिस्टोरिकल वर्क्स में सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं तबक़ात अकबरी की. It was written by Nizamuddin and it contains a section dealing with the history of Kashmir from the earliest times to the conquest of Kashmir Valley by Akbar. Then we have Tarikh-e-Farishta by Muhammad Qasim Farishta. It also contains a chapter on Kashmir. His description about the agricultural products, religion and buildings of Kashmir is however based on Tarikh-e-Rashidi and offers no new information. We have Akbarnama by Abul Fazl. It is regarded to be a treasure of information about the geography, history, antiquities, administration, agriculture, arts, industries, the general social and economic conditions of Kashmir under the Shahmiri and the Mughal rulers. And then we have Tuzk-i-Jahangiri by Jahangir himself, who describes social and economic conditions, the gardens and topography of Kashmir, the land most beloved to him. अब हम बात करेंगे कुछ सेंट्रल एशियन हिस्ट्रीज़ की जिनमें कश्मीर का जिक्र किया गया है और सबसे पहले है ज़फ़रनामा. The earliest historical reference to Kashmir is found in Zafarnama by Sharifuddin Ali Yazdi, the historian of Taimur, who completed his work in 1424 to 25 AD. This work throws light on Sultan Sikandar's relations with Taimur when the latter invaded India. It also provides information about geography and people of Kashmir. इसी तरह Malfuzat Taimuri, probably written by Taimur himself, also contains references to Taimur's relations with Sultan Sikandar and the topography of the valley. Our next source is Tarikh-e-Rashidi. This source is important because इसको खुद मिर्ज़ा हैदर दुगलत ने लिखा, जिन्होंने कश्मीर पे 10 साल रूल किया from 1540 to 1550 AD. Tarikh-e-Rashidi gives a detailed account of Kashmir, its people, agriculture, religion, architecture, arts and crafts. Mirza Haider was a cousin of Babur. वो उनके मसेरे भाई थे and was an adherent of Humayun. He invaded Kashmir twice, once from Kashgar in 1533 and again from Lahore in 1540 when he ruled the valley for 10 years in the name of the puppet king Nazuk Shah. It was during these years of his stay in Kashmir that he wrote Tarikh-e-Rashidi, which, though a history of the Mughals of Central Asia, also gives a detailed account of his invasion of Kashmir. It is dedicated to the contemporary ruler of Kashgar, Abdur Rashid Khan. It was translated into English in 1895 by Nee Elias and Edward Denison Ross. अब बात करते हैं कुछ later Persian works की. इसमें सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे Narayan Kaul Ajiz, who was a distinguished scholar of Persian language and literature and was also a poet. He followed Haider Malik in writing a history of Kashmir. His work Tawarikh-e-Kashmir was written in 1710 AD and it gives an assessment of the sultans and early Mughals. Then we have Khwaja Muhammad Azam. The tradition of writing history was continued by Khwaja Muhammad Azam Kaul of Didamar, Srinagar. His work entitled Waqiyat-e-Kashmir or Tarikh-e-Azmi was commenced in 1735 AD and completed in 1746 AD. He passed away in 1765 AD. His son Khwaja Muhammad Aslam is the author of Gohar-e-Alam, a history of Kashmir in which he has made considerable additions to his father's work. Then we have Pandit Birbal Kachru, who wrote History of Kashmir in 1835 AD when Kashmir was under the rule of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. He was also a great scholar of Persian. Then we have Maulvi Ghulam Hasan. As we come closer to the 20th century, we come across a number of histories written in Persian by Kashmiri scholars. The pride place goes to Maulvi Ghulam Hasan's Tawarikh-e-Hasan, which in 3 volumes deals with the geography, political history and the arts and crafts of Kashmir. Maulvi Hasan was born in a village near Bandipur in 1832 AD and died in 1898 AD. कहा जाता है जब सर वॉल्टर लॉरेंस कश्मीर के सेटलमेंट कमिश्नर बनाए गए तो कश्मीर की हिस्ट्री के बारे में और कश्मीरी लैंग्वेज सीखने के लिए उन्होंने मौलवी गुलाम हसन को ही कंसल्ट किया। वॉल्टर लॉरेंस अपनी बुक वैली ऑफ कश्मीर में लिखते हैं, व्हाट एल्स कश्मीरी लैंग्वेज आई हैव लर्नड आई ओव इट टू हसन शाह। अब हम बात करते हैं उर्दू एंड इंग्लिश सोर्सेज ऑफ कश्मीर हिस्ट्री के बारे में। With the adoption of Urdu and English as the court languages in the state towards the middle of 20th century, we find some valuable contribution to the history of Kashmir made in these languages by Kashmiri scholars. सबसे पहले there is Pandit Anand Kaul, who in 1910 wrote the Geography of Jammu and Kashmir. Then there is Ghulam Muhyiddin Sofi, who was also a former registrar of the Delhi University. He wrote his History of Kashmir entitled as Kashir in 1925. It records the achievements of Kashmiris after the advent of Islam in the valley. Similarly, we have Muhammaduddin Falk, who published his History of Kashmir in Urdu language in 1910. Now let's talk about the accounts of foreigners. Kashmir figures prominently thereafter in the works of writers on the history of India and particularly of Punjab. There is, however, very scanty information from Indian sources about the conditions in Kashmir under the Afghans who conquered the valley in 1752 and whose rule lasted till 1819 when Maharaja Ranjit Singh's forces drove them away and ushered in the Sikh rule. Firstly, we have European travelers. For a detailed survey of the Sikh regime who ruled from 1820 to 46 AD, there is fortunately ample material in the accounts of several European travelers who began to visit this frontier state in increasing numbers. The earliest mention of the valley and its adjacent territories is found in Ptolemy's Geography. He places the region of Casperia, yani Kashmir, at below the sources of Bidaspus, yani Vitasta, and of the Sandabal, yani Chandrabhaga, and of the Edris, Iravati or Ravi. Before moving on, let us go through this question ताकि आपको exam point of view से foreign accounts की importance का अंदाज़ा हो जाए. This question was asked in JKSSB 2019. The question was, according to the chronicles of Hyun Sang, the eminent Chinese traveler who visited India in the 7th century AD, which dynasty ruled Kashmir during the period? The options are Aditya, Utpala, Gonanda, Karkota. आंसर आपको यहीं पे मिल जाएगा. यहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे about Hyun Sang, Tang dynasty and Okong. There is a full and detailed account of Kashmir recorded by the great Chinese pilgrim of the Tang era, Hyun Sang, in his book Siyuki. This book was translated in English by Samuel Beals in 1884 with the title Buddhist Records of the Western World. Hyun Sang reached the Kashmir Valley from Urusha yani Hazara route se in the west in 1631 AD and stayed on for 2 years to study Sanskrit and Buddhist lore. He calls it Kai Shimi Lo. His account of the climate and soil of the valley is as accurate as the description of the people. He left the valley in 633 AD by way of Tosa Maidan route and reached Parnosta yani Punch. ह्यून सांग के बाद चाइनीज़ हिस्ट्री में हमें कश्मीर के बारे में तांग डायनास्टी के सोर्सेज से पता चलता है, विच मीन्स दैट देयर वाज कंटिन्यूस कम्युनिकेशन बिटवीन तांग डायनास्टी एंड कश्मीर. इन सोर्सेज से हमें पता चलता है कि कश्मीर से पहली बार किंग चंद्रपीड़ा ने चाइना की तांग डायनास्टी में अपना एम्बेसडर भेजा था और उसके बाद ललितादित्य मुक्तपीड़ा ने भी तांग डायनास्टी में अपना एम्बेसडर भेजा. Another account of Kashmir and its people is furnished by Okong, the Chinese pilgrim who visited Kashmir in 759 AD. He also came from Urusha by the Jhelum Valley route and stayed in the valley for 4 years. With the decline of the Tang dynasty, the political relations between China and northern kingdoms of India ceased. Another important source is Abu Rayhan al-Biruni. The early Muslim writers like al-Biruni are the next foreign informants regarding the history and geography of Kashmir. Al-Biruni visited India along with Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud couldn't conquer Kashmir and this prevented al-Biruni from visiting the valley personally. Al-Biruni's main account of Kashmir is contained in chapter 18 of his book Kitabul Hind, written in Arabic. He mentions the routes, the mountains, rivers, lakes, and the fortresses. He also gives an account of the composition of its population, their dress, agriculture, arts, and crafts. Another important source is Jerome Xavier, who was the first European to visit Kashmir and who accompanied Akbar to Kashmir. Next, we have François Bernier, जो हमें कश्मीर के बारे में डिटेल्ड अकाउंट देते हैं when the Mughals were ruling it. बर्निया औरंगज़ेब के साथ 1665 एडी में कश्मीर आए थे. उन्होंने कश्मीर के बारे में अपने वर्क, जिसको हम लेटर्स के नाम से जानते हैं, उसमें मेंशन किया है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव डेसिडरी. ही वॉज द Jesuit priest from Italy who reached Srinagar in November 1714 AD. He gives information about the handicrafts of Kashmir, especially about the Kashmiri shawls. Another important source is George Foster. George Foster was an officer of the Bengal Army. He gives a detailed eyewitness account of the conditions prevailing in Kashmir during the chaotic rule of Afghans. He arrived in Kashmir in 1783 and received harsh treatment at the hands of the Afghan ruler of the time. Afghans were followed by Sikhs, who ruled for a brief period of 27 years, that is from 1819 to 1846. Valuable accounts of their rule and the condition of the people under them have been left by several European travelers to the valley, particularly G.T. Vigne, Moorcraft, Baron Hugel and Baron von Schönberg. G.T. Vigne की अगर बात करें तो he visited Kashmir in 1835 and in his book Travels in Kashmir, Ladakh, Iskardo, he talks about folklore and superstitions prevalent in Kashmir. Moorcraft, likewise, in his book Travels in the Himalayan Provinces, provides information on the political and economic conditions of the valley. Next, we will talk about the contribution made to Kashmir history by Drive, Lawrence, and Cunningham. In 1846, the valley came under the Dogra rulers of Jammu and the suzerainty of the British India government. It is from this time onwards that a close and scientific survey was conducted of the state's geography, physical features, history, antiquities, and ethnology and composition of its people. साइंटिफिक सर्वे करने का मेन रीज़न ये था कि ब्रिटिशर्स ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू एक्सट्रैक्ट करना चाहते थे, जिसके लिए उनको एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती थी. सेटलमेंट ऑफ कश्मीर जो लॉरेंस के अंडर हुआ था, इट वाज आल्सो अंडरटेकन विद द सेम पर्पस. नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट सम इम्पॉर्टेंट सोर्सेज दैट वर रिटन पोस्ट डोगरा पीरियड. द फर्स्ट इज Jammu and Kashmir Territories by Frederick Drive, published in 1875. It deals with the geography and physical features of the state, particularly Jammu region. Then we have Valley of Kashmir by Walter Lawrence, published in 1895. His land settlement in the state marks a turning point in the economic and social history of Kashmir. He has given authentic information about physical features of the valley, its flora and fauna, folklore, language, history, social customs, and occupation of the people. Next, we have Ladakh, written by Alexander Cunningham. It is regarded as a mine of information on the land of Lamas. It is an exhaustive survey of its geography, the ethnology of its people, their religion, social customs, history, and economic setup. Now let us talk about another source of Kashmir history, that's Kashmiri literature and folklore. Medieval Kashmir was rich in Kashmiri poetic literature, but only a small portion of it has come down to us. कश्मीरी लिटरेचर एंड फोकलोर में हमारे पास ललदेद के लिखे गए वाक़ मौजूद हैं, जिनको बार्नेट एंड ग्रेयरसन ने इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट किया है. इसके अलावा नूरुद्दीन ऋषि या नुंद ऋषि का लिखा गया कलाम, विच इज़ लोकली कॉल्ड नुंदरिशिनश्रिक, एंड द लिरिक्स ऑफ हब्बा खातून जिनको हम नाइटिंगेल ऑफ कश्मीर कहते हैं. इन दोनों के लिखे गए ब्यूटीफुल वर्सेस को J.L. कोल ने इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट किया है और ये दोनों हमारे पास मौजूद हैं. हबा खातून is said to have introduced the emotion of lol to Kashmiri poetry. These sources throw light on the social and cultural life of medieval Kashmir. And last but not the least, we have biographies of saints as an important source of Kashmir history. These include Khulasatul Manaqib by Nuruddin Jafar Badakhshi. It is the biographical account of Mir Sayyid Ali Hamdani. We have Tuhfatul Ahbab, the biography of Shamsuddin Iraqi by Muhammad Ali Kashmiri. We have Hilayatul Arifin by Khwaja Ishaq, which throws light on the lives of influential Muslim religious leaders of Kashmir. Then we have Tazkira-e Mashayikh Kashmir by Baba Nasibuddin Ghazi. This relates the part played by Nuruddin Rishi and his disciples in spreading Islam in the valley. Similarly, Noornama, again by Baba Nasibuddin Ghazi, which also narrates the life history of Nuruddin Rishi. This was it for this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.